What is good, Horror Horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another video for you. And as you can tell by the title of this video, this is another Is It Worth the Hate? So, before I get into Is It Worth the Hate, just know that your boy Horror Gamer's Is It Worth the Hates and movie reviews and stuff like that have spoilers in them all day, every day. So if you haven't seen this movie, pause this, go check it out, come back, let me know in the comment section what you think, whether you agree with my opinion, whether you disagree, whether you like the movie, whether you hated it, you know, anything like that. Oh, there's my horror, Jakey the horror cat in the corner, meow. But anything beyond this point though, Horror Horde, this is on you. So, with all that being said, all the formalities out of the way, as you can also tell by the title of this video, we are going to be exploring a movie that came out a few years back, and it was a movie that it kind of took by surprise, because you didn't think it was supposed to be something else, but then then they changed the title very last minute, and that is Blair Witch. I remember the marketing for this. It was supposed to be something like The Forest or something. It was supposed to be some different name, and then right at the last second they changed it to Blair Witch. So, is Blair Witch worth the hate? Well, first off, a little bit of backstory. This is the actual sequel to the Blair Witch Project. The, you know, the 99, I think, 98, the Blair Witch Project with Heather Donahue and stuff. And basically, this is Heather's brother going into the Black Woods and looking for Heather, you know, because he says that he thinks that she's still alive. And this is supposed to be so many years later. And so he gets a group of people and they go into this forest looking for his sister. And the fuckery happens, okay? So, they get in there, and then it's almost like they get into this time warp where they get stuck in a constant night. Like, it's dark almost the whole movie once they cross this point. And that's where the story gets a little interesting, where witchcraft and stuff comes in. Now, with that little bit out of the way, I'm not going to give you a full detailed run of it, but I will say, is it worth the hate? Because this was not received very well. I'm going to have to say no. This is not worth the hate to me, because I'll tell you what, it was a scary environmental movie. Like I said, the constant night when they get trapped in there, that's freaky as shit. Like, you're constantly trapped in a nighttime, and they like oh my god, it's 8 in the morning, but it's pitch black dark. It looks like midnight, you know. And then, you know, there's this one scene where they break this fucking like hanging this thing, and it bends this girl in half, because it was just weird. Now, I will say though, there's a scene in the movie I didn't like. Okay, so the whole movie is him looking for his sister, and then at the end they come to the cabin. Okay, they come to the cabin where at the end of the first one, you know, Heather Donahue and that other guy get fucking dropped. Alright. And there's lights going on in the background. I don't know if it's lightning or whatever. It's raining and shit. And you finally get to see what the Blair Witch looks like. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it's the stupidest design I have ever seen for the Blair Witch. It almost looked like a giant fucking alien, and they were like, "Yo, don't look at her, don't look at her." You know, and he turns the camera to see her, you know what I mean? He doesn't look at her, but he turns the camera to see her. And it was dumb. Like, that part of the movie, I could see why people hate it, because, you know, in the first one, they build this suspense that she's a woman, old woman, whose feet never touch the ground, where she floats above the ground, luring children into the woods. And then when you get to see her, she's this fucking alien looking, sci-fi fucking alien versus predator looking shit. And it's dumb. Like, I just didn't like the look. They should have kept it more ghostly, in my opinion. They should have been like, you go in there and you see her ghost, you know, she's like a ghostly figure. She's not this big, you know, I didn't like that. they should have kept it on a ghostly level. They should have been like, okay, well, we're in this haunted house and weird things are happening, and then boom, there she is in the corner. You know what I mean? You get a glimpse of her and she disappears. You know what I mean? And at the end of the movie, you turn around and she's right in the camera, and then the camera drops. Something like that. Something to build the suspension, to build, build it up. Keep the ghost story. Don't turn it into almost like an alien movie, because that's what she ultimately looked like at the end, was just something dumb. Just, ugh. But other than that part of the movie, all in all, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was fun. I mean, was it as good as the first one? Hell no, not by any means necessary did it even come close to the first one. But for what it wasn't a bad movie. And I went to go see this in theater. And I obviously liked it enough to buy it on Blu-ray. But it was not a bad movie. I like how they updated shit, you know what I mean? They kept it current and stuff. But like I said, the ending for me was meh. It wasn't there for me. You know, the way they made her look, like I said, they should have kept more of a ghost story ending to it. But all in all, final verdict is Blair Witch worth a lot of the hate that it gets? No, in my opinion, not really. Like I said, this is one of those things. It's another one of those popcorn flicks. Put it in, turn your brain off, and just watch it for what it is. It's a sequel to a movie that came out that was a hit. This wasn't as big of a hit. This one was more forgettable than the last one, but it wasn't bad. In my opinion, it was not a bad movie. It wasn't a bad film. You just got to sit down and watch it and have fun with it. Just, I'll tell you what this is. This is a good slumber party movie. That's what it is. Bunch of friends together having a sleepover. This is one of those movies that you throw in. It's fun, get popcorn, sit around with a bunch of people and just have a good time with it. That's what this movie is. So, is it worth the hate? Nah, in my opinion, not at all. Not at all. Definitely not worth what it got. So, alright, Horror Horde. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. Is it worth the hate as much as I enjoyed making it for you? And if you haven't done so yet, don't forget, hit that subscribe button along with that ding-a-ling-ding-ding button. That way every time your boy Horror Gamer throws up one of these awesome Is It Worth the Hates or a movie review, that you're always in the know. Plus, run on over to the Z Network and check out what we got. A bunch of us creators got together and just built something special. A little bit of something for everybody. Head on over to the Z Network and check it out. Bunch of great creators over there. Love all of them. Great people, man. It's such a fun place to be. Also, while you're at it, jump on over to the Horror Gamer Patreon page. See what kind of perks you get with being a patron, I have movie nights, like where we all sit together in a Zoom meeting and just have a wonderful movie night. And we watch movies, we talk, we have fun, we eat popcorn, have good drinks, just have a good community, just have a good time with people, just friends getting together, watching a movie together. And I'm not one of them people on Patreon who's like, oh, $45 and you get this, but no, go check out the tiers. I got a $1 tier and a $5 tier. That's where I go with it. So, alright, Horror Horde, head on over there, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below, that way you guys can go see what perks you get in each tier. And with all that being said, Horror Horde, I love you guys. Thank you. I know last week was the Friday the 13th week, and it was a blast. I had so much fun, We had that live drawing, and it was just so much fun. We had such a great time with it. A lot of people showed up. We talked movies, we just bullshitted with each other. It was just a good time. So, thank everybody who participated in that. And to the next step. But until next time, Horror Horde, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, as always, I love you guys. Thank you guys. And remember, until next time, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.